Welcome back to the Tracy Take. Today, Ryan and I will be previewing the huge divisional matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. But before we get into that, Ryan and I, we have a goal of trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Help us out a little bit. Like this video, comment on this video. Let us know who you think is going to win, any potential X factors, and also comment on what you think of my drawing here. I did not major in arts, nor did I take art classes, and I think I did a pretty good job. So, but let us know your thoughts. Ryan likes it. You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm a horrible drawer. But Ryan, Sunday Night Football, huge matchup, biggest game of the year probably for the Denver Broncos. Honestly, up to this point now, I'll say for both teams, because what's crazy about this game, depending on how some matchups go on Sunday, the loser of this game is outside the playoffs. The winner of this game is leading the division. That's insane. That's absolutely insane to me. And that just shows how tight this AFC is. We've been talking about the AFC for the past month, just playoff scenario games, playoff implication games with potential wild card teams, potential division matchups. And this one in particular is the biggest one to this point in the year for both teams. What do you think the Broncos have to do to upset the Chiefs, who are currently 10-point favorites?
Actually, so I think it's going to be a little bit easier than what a lot of people are saying, but run the football and get after Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs have not been the best running team this year, and I think the Broncos will be able to adopt a similar philosophy to what worked so successfully for Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Blitz, or not blitz, but bring 4, maybe send 5 on certain occasions, and then drop 6 or 7 into coverage. Make Patrick Mahomes throw into tight windows. The Broncos defense is really good. They have been able to create turnovers this year. I know it's not at mile high, but I think this defense is built to really slow down what, in my opinion, has been a struggling Chiefs offense. Some people say they might be revitalized.
Yeah.
I disagree. But I really think this Broncos defense can do it. And then on offense, run the ball. Don't make stupid mistakes. The strength of this defense is going to be the pass rush. They're not that good in the secondary. So if you can get out in front of the pass rush with the run game, make them second guess themselves, give Teddy Bridgewater some extra time, throw some short passes, get it to your playmakers in space. And yeah, I think this game is a lot closer than what a lot of people, especially the odds makers, are predicting.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I agree with you on that. The Broncos, they started off hot and then they lost 4 games in a row. I personally, I think a lot of people just thought they were going to fall off, but they've actually picked it up. They've won 3 out of their last 4 with a surprising loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, where they gave up 30 points at home also. So it was just a weird game. And they gave up 386 yards on defense. But I think that's one of the biggest things for me is the strengths of this Kansas City team is their passing game. But as of late, that hasn't really been their strength, in my opinion. They have won 4 games in a row, Kansas City has, but they've only had 1 game where they've thrown over 300 yards, and that game was against the Raiders, where they went off for 422 yards. But against the Giants, they only threw for 261. Against the Packers, they only threw for 160. They only had 237 yards of total offense that entire game. This Green Bay defense, I think, is similar statistically to the Denver defense is similar statistically to the Green Bay defense. And what's interesting about that is the best statistical side on yards allowed or gained is going to be this Denver Broncos passing defense. So that to me is going to be the matchup to watch, is how this Denver secondary goes about covering Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Byron Pringle, Mecole Hardman as well. Because the Kansas City, they haven't really been too effective running the ball. They are ranked 17th, but in rushing yards per game. But I know a lot of that has been from Patrick Mahomes getting outside the pocket as well, gaining some yards. Yeah. So on set running plays, Kansas City is not the best team. So I think Denver has got an advantage there. I agree with what you said. Denver just needs to not make mistakes and just contain this Kansas City offense,
Yeah.
who they have won 4 in a row. But if you look at the statistics, I think that there are some huge question marks
Yeah.
on how well this team has actually been playing.
Yeah. Well, so not to negate the Chiefs winning 4 games in a row, because no matter who you play, winning 4 games in a row in the NFL is not easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you look at the Chiefs' schedule,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they played the Giants, which was the first of the 4 wins. They
Yeah.
actually really probably should have lost that game. Then they played an Aaron Rodgers-less Packers, where Jordan Love was making his first NFL start on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then they played a reeling Oakland Raiders team that had their coach and then 2 star, I guess, semi-star, rising star players, and Damon Arnett and Henry Ruggs, who are no longer on the team.
Mm-hmm.
That was all very fresh. 2.5 when I was that 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then they played a Dallas Cowboys team that did not have Amari Cooper. Ezekiel Elliott got banged up in the first quarter, and then CeeDee Lamb left the game in the second quarter with a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
And they were missing multiple defensive players like DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory in that game. So, with all of that being said, I think this Chiefs team
Mm-hmm.
really may not have hit a stride. I think they just got a little lucky with some personnel changes in the case of the Giants game, a
Yeah.
few officiating calls, and they just got the ball last in that game.
Yeah.
So it's a bit tricky.
Yeah. Well, and that to me, I think it's gonna stem back to, because I still look at, and I know it was about a month ago, but if you look at their last loss, the Tennessee Titans game, when they came to Nashville, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life. That offensive line really had been struggling, and I think I've seen some improvements from them, but it still makes me question, though, just offensively, when they have played a good front four, a good pass rushing team.
Yeah,
it seems like they have struggled. The Cowboys have a solid front four when healthy, and even against that team 2 weeks ago, it seemed like they had some issues, only putting up 19 points. Same thing with the Packers. The Packers have an underrated defense, in my opinion, and the Giants also have a good defense as well. I think they're a little underrated also. So I'm just curious to see if they figured some stuff out during the bye week, and just how well rested they're going to be coming down this home stretch.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, I think it's time for us to wrap up with our predictions. Mm-hmm. So, Tyler, who do you think is going to come out on top of this game?
So, I think it's going to be a close one. I still think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I think they just have a little bit more offensive talent. However, I am going to take Denver to cover the spread. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think it's going to be a 20-17 game, probably come down to a last-second field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I agree. I think it's going to be a close game that's going to come down to a last-second field goal. However, I wrote down my prediction before the episode started. I don't know if you can see it. I am going to take the Broncos to win 23-20.
Okay.
Because
all right.
That defense, even with a blip of giving up 30 points to the Eagles, is still only allowing 17.8 points a game. I just think this defense is going to be too good for the Chiefs, who, in my opinion, their offense is not back. I think that they have some issues that need to be worked out. Maybe they did it over the bye, but I'll see it when I believe it. And when they can hang 40 on a good defense, that's when I'll become a believer in the Chiefs again. But for now, I'm going to take the Broncos in the away game on Sunday night. So,
well, I will say, just because I'm sure someone will call you out in the comments, they did put up 41 points against the Raiders 3 weeks ago.
I said a good defense.
Oh, a good defense. Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really think that the Chiefs have issues, and I'm not sure that it will be resolved this season. I do still think that you have to be wary of them, but I think some teams may have figured them out.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. You guys can let me know in the comments on how you feel of my opinion, but probably won't change anything. So. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add really. I think that's a good ending argument there.
No, I think it was perfect.
Yeah. So with all that being said, that is going to do it for this episode of the Tracy Take. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so we can send you a message every time we post a video. And leave a comment down below on if you think the Broncos or the Chiefs are going to win this one and why, and we will be sure to respond to you. And thank you for making it this far. We will see you guys next time.